You have 4 kids. How old are your 4 children?
I have a 10-year-old, and then I have an 8-year-old, and then I have a 4-year-old, and I have I gotta think how she's 6 months now. Yep. Okay.
But how many men, eh?
Who are you talking to?
What do you want?
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and today we are taking a look at women botching their relationships completely. Let's just jump right into it.
You guys take a picture of us? Yeah. Thank you. All right.
You have to give this guy some credit. That guy put a lot of thought into that fake out.
Responding to a comment again, I posted a picture of myself on Instagram, and a man commented and said, "Pretty." And I responded saying, "Thanks, King." And then he goes, "Big ears." And then a girl comments under his comment and said, "Wow, you don't have to point that out. She's probably really self-conscious about it." And then he comments and says, "As she should be. I will fight you all."
Don't post on the internet if you can't handle trolls. That rule is common for a reason. It doesn't matter what you post on the internet, you're always going to have people roasting you, so you might as well get used to it.
Height matters.
Yeah.
But guys can't change how tall they are.
I mean, y'all always expect us to be short.
I don't judge people based on stuff they can't change, because that's just wrong.
No, I agree. I completely agree
cool.
with that statement.
So when you say height matters, you're judging based on something they can't change. Okay. So the point of this interview
But that's a preference.
is your preference is invalid because you can't change it. It could be
Invalid.
Yeah.
That's a
invalid preference.
Why? But I can't change it.
Okay,
I can't
but
change
that's
it.
my
Hey,
preference.
she's a 3 and she's a 2. I'm just being real.
Well, you know what?
I'm just being real. I'm being real.
It's just like,
What's even more unattractive is a vain woman who tries to assault men over a snide remark.
you know what? I'll be in height.
You guys are freshmen in college?
Maybe.
Not interested.
Wait, what are you famous for though?
They're from
Let's see. What am I famous for?
Talk to me. I don't want you. I don't want you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure.
But what are you famous for? Like, I
Well-
want to know.
It doesn't matter what he's famous for, she just wants the attention regardless.
Instead of popping her balloon, I'll pop that fupa.
I already put, guess what? Fupa. And the way you was looking at me when you
that
came in,
fupa.
you thought.
I was looking.
You thought that you was him. You thought that I would go for you like that, like the rest of these. Nah, it's not that. Baby.
Nice
You
young
talking
lady.
about a fupa. You talking about a fupa and did because you talking about a fupa, but at the end of the day, you will and is because at the end of the day, and I said what I said.
You gonna move on to the next?
Yeah.
She really needs to learn how to use words before getting aggressive with a guy. So many of these women do this.
I promise you, you're gonna end up with nothing. I promise you that.
So I'm the one who gets cheated on, and then you're the one who gains everything.
It doesn't matter, and it's just your word against mine. Like, of course they're gonna believe the woman.
Well, I mean, of course they're going to believe the women. Like, this system is so biased towards you women. So
my
no,
point.
I'm going to be lawyering up, and at best, you're going to get just half.
I don't even need to get a lawyer. I'm honestly gonna get everything, and you're just gonna end up living in your mom's basement suite for the rest of your life. And
What a spiteful woman. Hell hath no fury like a woman.
It's not enough that she hurt him emotionally, she also wants to destroy him financially. This kind of reminds me of a lot of women who go through divorce, right? Is they leave their husbands, they destroy him emotionally, but then they decide, they want half of his retirement and just screw over his life completely.
I don't want to date a Chad, and I feel like most girls don't want to date a Chad.
Fair enough.
Okay, what do you want to date then if it's not a Chad?
Someone who doesn't identify as a Chad.
Oh my god. So you just want to date like a 6'3" handsome white guy that like is humble. That's it. That's like the only difference.
Yeah.
Ooh.
In other words, she wants a loyal Chad. Those men are rare to the point of it just being impossible, really.
When did women become such losers when it comes to something as simple as making a delicious meal for their man, or just giving him basic respect? Now, I know the word loser sounds harsh, but there's no other word to describe someone who brings nothing to the table except an attitude and entitlement. No man deserves this. They comment to beautiful women cooking beautiful food, whilst they sit comfortably in their house or apartment that was built by a man, on their technology that was created by a man and enjoying their freedom that was fought for by men.
If you don't want to cook for your man, then that simply means you don't care about the guy. These are the same women that expect men to pay the rent, to do all the chivalrous stuff, to buy them things, protect them, and so on, and yet they won't make you a single sandwich. How insane is that?
And if a man who has committed his entire life to you doesn't deserve something as simple as a delicious, warm, homemade meal every single night, then what exactly does he get out of marriage? Now you may be ready to comment, gosh, what a pick me. And frankly, go ahead. It doesn't offend me, especially since there's a reason that I've been picked. And picked by an amazing man at that. A man that I would cook anything he desires simply because he's my man.
This pick me phrase, quote unquote, stems from jealousy from a woman who has the very same thing that they don't have.
Sorry.
5'1".
What's the minimum height that you would date in a guy?
5'10". Minimum height.
How tall are you?
5'9".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6'4". I gotta get my kids right.
How tall are you?
5'6".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot. I like me a good height difference.
How tall are you?
5'7".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6'2". I just like a guy who's taller than me.
How tall are you?
5'4".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'10". That's a good distance from my height.
How tall are you?
5'7".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot. I want you to be taller than me when I'm wearing heels.
How tall are you?
5'4"-ish.
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot. Because why not?
The excuses they give for why they want a tall man is just absolutely absurd. We all know these women can't tell the difference between 5'10" and 6'1" anyway, let's be honest.
How tall are you?
5'2".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'10". I would never date a short guy.
How tall are you?
5'1".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'10". I just can't do a short guy.
How tall are you?
5'4".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'11". That's a good height.
How tall are you?
5'2".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
5'11". I don't want no short man.
How tall are you?
5'3".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 foot. Because I don't want nobody short.
How tall are you?
5'2".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 feet. You have to be taller than me. 5'5".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
6 feet. Because it's a good height.
How tall are you?
4'10".
What's the minimum height that you would date?
Here, but preferably around here. I'm already short. I don't want my kids to be short too.
It's insane how a 4'11" woman thinks a dude who's 5'8" is considered short. Like, the woman is nowhere near 5'8", and yet she considers 5'8" to be short. Completely ridiculous.
My last marriage, he was not very much a leader.
Well, he was trying to lead you. He was like, I don't want you doing XYZ, but you were being rebellious.
By not wanting to eat.
You literally cheated on him. But you
I-
said he was controlling, but you ended up cheating on him.
I did.
So men, when it comes to protecting doesn't just mean protecting you from immediate threats, physical violence. It can mean protecting the relationship against your own, no offense, desires.
She doesn't want a leader. She wants a masculine man that she can easily control. We hear this all the time from modern women. They say they want a man to lead and, you know, to be the leader or the head of the household, but then they spend all of their energy trying to control the decisions that the guy makes. So they don't actually want the leader. They just want a man that they can control.
Oh, I want to have a bunch of single girlfriends who are invariably going to end up hating my boyfriend or husband or whatever. By the way, single girlfriends are like the worst thing ever for a relationship. They want their girlfriend back. They want to do hood rat. You know, she's prioritizing the husband over the single girlfriends who want to do hood rat and go get drunk at some bar and go some SoundCloud rapper. Women will put their own relationship at risk. And it's our job as men to be like, no, you're not going to do this really stupid that puts you in a high probability position of cheating.
It is a known fact at this point, single women will go to great lengths to keep other women single, oftentimes going in so far as to sabotage each other's marriages directly.
Say that again. I don't like your music. They think you're cute.
This girl. Oh my God.
You can't keep a man in your life if you're going to insult him. It's just not happening. The only types of men who are going to put up with that are men with no self-respect who you're going to cheat on and leave anyway.
I'm blind dating girls based on their phone. What's inside their phone? There's lots of folders, but like nothing in the folders. We got 10 hours and 40 minutes screen time. That's the worst so far. You piece of shit. What are you doing all day?
DoorDash.
No, I don't want to hear excuses. Oh, I use my phone for work. Number 5, get out of here. You're gone.
There is no way she's spending 10 hours a day on her phone just for work. She's probably addicted to TikTok or something, watching useless videos the whole damn time.
Level 2 is notes. July, call with Josh. Let's play this.
No, don't do that.
No? So Josh, I'm assuming, is an ex. They're trying to work it out. And now she's on a dating show. So
I know.
that's a bit of a red flag.
Surprise!
Phone 4, you're out of here. You're gone.
It's all private? Yeah, so there's no history.
Oh my gosh.
No.
We're gonna have to get the DMs faster than this. DMs and text. You're getting nervous about that one, see? Man. Phone number 3, you're out of here, dude.
They have no idea the amount of incriminating information they keep on their phones.
You can see that this person is objectively unhealthy.
Okay, that was me. And actually in that picture, I was only 500 pounds.
Oh, that's my bad. You're still morbidly obese. You're making light of your terrible health while fitting into shoes like this.
You have so much to say about my ankles, but can your ankles do this?
I think the special effects really helped to enhance her ignorant delusion in that video.
Call me from, sweetheart.
Michigan.
Michigan, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay, 27. You have any kids?
Yes, I do.
How many kids?
I have 4 kids.
You have 4 kids. How old are your 4 children?
I have a 10-year-old, and then I have an 8-year-old, and then I have a 4-year-old, and I have I gotta think how she's 6 months now. Yep, okay.
But how many men, eh?
Who are you talking to?
What do you want?
Talking to a quote-unquote dating expert while your man is in the next room has to be next level stupid. Like, going to a dating expert, quote-unquote, is one thing, but going to see this so-called dating expert while your man is in the next room just boggles my mind.
No, you said...
You on live shit?
Are you serious?
Yo, you just told me we could
Think
about it.
You told... okay, sorry, because he was just saying he wanted to be single. And now that I'm out here looking for someone,
why the fuck are you even on that shit anyway?
Leave me alone. Like, seriously, go back over there and cry like you was.
Yo, see what I'm
That's
talking
weird.
about?
So what was the question?
How you gonna tell me to sit here and think about it, and then you sit here
No, he always...
She's aggressive and incredibly disrespectful to boot. Her future is permanently single. Many of these women don't realize this. It doesn't matter how good you think you look or how fantastic you are. If you actually have an attitude, men don't want to deal with you long term.
So you know Kendra, you be watching her show?
It don't even matter. How the
you know Kendra? Wait a minute. How did you know it was Kendra?
How did
you know it was Kendra?
I can hear a voice. I can hear the voice.
Kendra, don't you think that's a little suspicious that he just know your voice? That means that he be on here watching, right?
Yo, get off that.
Yeah. No, I gotta go. Thank you. No, come here.
She's trying to find a new man while he's in the room, and yet he's still the bad guy. This is just insane delusion, right? Like, the woman phrases him as the bad guy, and yet she's actively searching for a replacement while he's there.
So, my first claim is my trauma is as bad as yours. Who is this diva?
Name's Earl.
But have you ever passed a kidney stone, which is more painful than giving birth dead out, and then your boyfriend of 3 years dumps you, all in a 4-month period?
One of our trucks hit a mine outside Da Nang. 1 minute, Petey was cracking jokes, and the next, half of them was hanging off a tree. You ever hear a man scream with no lungs?
Why did that story give me actual chills? Okay, Slay, you definitely have more trauma than me. Okay, that's embarrassing.
The sad part is veterans are just told to get over it while she gets coddled. It's completely messed up.
Caught my wife's friend sneaking her out to the club at 11 p.m.
Ale, we go to the club, remember? We have a table. It's cool. Hey, we have a table. Come on, in the corner. Let's go, come on.
Whoa, what the hell are you doing? Babe, what the hell? I told you you're not going to
You're coming with us.
What? No.
It's not even that late.
Controlling behavior is the most unsexy little boy behavior. If she wants to go, why does the husband have a say?
They broke into her house, and yet it's the husband who gets judged. Real classy there.
I love her friends. Why is he so controlling? Who is he to tell her where she can and cannot go? Her husband. That's who he is. The comments were flooded with people like this defending these thought women from trying to drag their friend to a club. If you agree with these people and these friends dragging this wife out, breaking into the house, dragging the wife out, you're the problem.
Her husband absolutely gets the final say in this mess. He's totally in the right on this one.
Every time I'm around a guy and his friends, I get so jealous of them. So jealous. Like, I will never experience that kind of friendship or companionship. And as much as girls like to say online, they're like, no, I support other women. I love girls. Like, I'm a girl's girl. Like, that crap. It's not real. No one actually carries it out. No one actually, even though they believe this concept, it is not shown through their actions. And I know it makes me sound like a pick-me and like an attention seeker. Like, yeah, like all of these girls hate me. Everyone is so jealous of me. I know that's how it sounds, but like genuinely, like I'm not a freaking idiot. Like you can kind of tell when someone low-key doesn't like you and they're just being nice to you, but they can't stand you.
That's because men's friendships are built on brotherhood, not on superficial garbage.
I promise I'm not as insufferable as I seem online. Like, I'm genuinely a nice person and I give everyone a chance, but like, gosh, it is so lonely. I realize I'm not gonna have any bridesmaids at my wedding. I have my sisters and those are probably the only women that will end up in my life because girls are so competitive and so catty and everything is passive. No one will ever be direct with how they feel. And it makes me sad because I don't know how I'm ever supposed to feel fulfilled in that capacity. All of my friendships have been cooked in one way, shape, or form. And the root cause has always been someone has been jealous.
A lot of these modern women love to drag other women down with them. The competition is fierce. They will sabotage each other. They will ruin each other's relationships. It's actually kind of scary when you think about it.
There was some sort of resentment that was growing that was never confronted. But why were they resentful? Because they were jealous of something I was doing or my social media, which sounds so pick-me and disingenuous, I know. But like, that's just what happened. I promise this isn't a self-pity rant, but I figured someone else has to be experiencing this. I cannot be the only person that is completely antisocial.
There's a lot of resentment because those women hate people who have what they don't. If they see, for example, another woman with a husband that they want, they'll try to poach him or sabotage them. They can't actually be happy for what other people actually have.
Well, we know that no one hates women more than other women, and in a recent study that will be shocking to absolutely no one, the results showed that male students show more tolerance for their political enemies than females show for their own allies. That's right. In other words, women are meaner to people on their own side than men are to people who sit on the opposite side of an issue. Look at this chart. What do you notice? Well, there is no overlap between the genders. Being a man is what makes you more tolerant. That's literally it.
It's insane to see how quickly modern women make enemies for absolutely no reason. You would think that they would try to avoid this, but apparently not.
That's probably why when we get home and complain about that b***y at work and the men in our lives don't seem to care, it's not that they don't care about us, they're just unbothered in their lane, moisturized, thriving. And in this specific study, men were 3.5 times more likely than women to be tolerant of someone they disagreed with. So basically, none of this is surprising, though I think the only people who will fight the results of this study are liberal women.
That's what happens when you think extreme emotions are more important than basic logic.
Being a stay-at-home mom is not a hard job. You guys! Is it frustrating at times? Yeah.
To all the stay-at-home moms, I feel like you're lying. Because of what I get to do for work, I can still stay home and pay all the bills. And my wife will have to go to work to make her money. And I have a 1-year-old daughter. So I'll stay at home and I'll take care of my daughter. And while I'm taking care of my 1-year-old daughter, I can give her 3 meals a day, change her on time, get her into her naps, play time, arts and crafts time.
A stay-at-home mother who complains has way too much time on her hands. There are a lot of women who would love to be in the position of being a stay-at-home mother, but, you know, thanks to feminism and all that, they're out there working their 9-to-5s until they're quite old these days.
And still make sure the entire place is clean. And I can clean the whole apartment while watching her before 12 or 1 o'clock. And yes, I know an apartment is different than a home, but I have a 2,300 square foot apartment, so it's not tiny. But I do know that I can just be ignorant to a lot of people's situations. So can someone please tell me, when does being a stay-at-home mom become hard?
Being a stay-at-home mom is not hard. The cleaning, the cooking, the laundry, that's easy.
It's a lot easier than having to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to a job that will leave you unfulfilled. Again, the complaining is just insane.
It's hard because I haven't had an uninterrupted thought since 2020.
Being a stay-at-home mom is easy.
Sorry, but can we just talk about how much stay-at-home moms suck? I keep seeing videos of them talking about how hard it is on my FYP.
The only reason why they say it's a hard job is because they don't have much to complain about, and oftentimes these women are incredibly spoiled. You know, they haven't been told no very much, if at all, throughout their entire lives. They think they deserve to just sit around and do nothing. They have no understanding of how difficult work actually is. The list goes on.
Are you trusting anonymous on this app? Do not believe everything you read on there. I did a little experiment in the Denver T app area, okay? So I posted a man that I met in Arizona like a while ago that there's no way anybody in Denver would have talked to him or seen him or anything. Like, he's never even into Denver. Just to see if some say something to stir up. I posted it and I was like, we've been on some dates, things have been going well, just trying to see if like anybody else has been talking to him or seeing him. Some commented said we went on a date not too long ago. Like, you're a liar. And then I commented back on it and I was like, you're lying because I literally posted this guy who's not even from here. There's no way anybody would have gone on a date with him. So you're a liar. These straight up will just lie just to ruin some shit you have going on.
These women didn't need the T app for that. They do the same thing on Facebook every day. In fact, pretty much any social media platform.
Genuinely wondering, are there any good straight men? Like, do they exist?
There are, yeah, but they're running away from you. They can see you coming. They know what this means. These are bird hands. They look like a beak, and you make little pecking motions with them, and sometimes you do this. You open and close for emphasis. And bird hands are what snotty, entitled women do when they're wrong and they plan to be loud about it.
The funny thing is, the first time you notice the bird hands, you can't unsee it ever again. But, you know, you always knew, even before it was brought up, you always knew that women who did this in the back of your mind, you probably understood that they were clinically insane.
Look, I don't consider myself much of a catch, at least not anymore. I think I expired a long time ago. But even I would not put up with this. You're looking for good straight men, but the second-rate straight men are running. Take a look at yourself. I know it's hard, but imagine that you are a good straight man and you come home from work to a bunch of this. Here's what you need to do. Imagine you share your feelings with your fiance and she gives you this face. This is the, what the hell am I supposed to do with that?
Men aren't going to put themselves through a relationship where a woman is that smug. Again, it goes back to this whole attitude thing. Women seem to think they can get away with whatever attitude they want, but it turns out that's not actually the case.
Imagine you're having an argument and she flashes you one of these. This is the, how could you be so wrong? How could you even be? Look at your face. Look at yourself. Do you like you right now? Do you think I like you right now? I don't. And if I don't like you, I would probably be under here if you saw me in real life. If I don't like you, why would the good ones like you? A lot of women have been convinced somehow that their behavior doesn't have anything to do with what they deserve from men, and that's good for your self-esteem or whatever, but none of us agree. Your behavior is very important to us. No one who sees you act like this is gonna go, oh, perfect, there's my future wife.
That pretty much describes main character syndrome. Nothing is ever their fault, it's always somebody else's fault, usually men's fault or the universe or something like that.
Okay, you got a Rihanna forehead like me. It's okay, babe.
Rihanna, you saying I got a big forehead? Scotty, your forehead is way bigger than mine.
I love my forehead.
Take that wig off, let me see your head.
The rise in female pattern baldness nowadays is absolutely staggering, and bear in mind, guys, like these are the same women that will make fun of you for any way you look.
And the young girls that are watching those videos think that they need the same men as those influencers do. And I was that young, stupid girl. I watched too many videos of Wizard Liz, and when one very nice, very good guy asked me out, he came to my house by the bus. I was like, oh, he doesn't have a car. He doesn't have a job. He invited me to this Burger King. Like, what?
All these quote-unquote influencers do is just influence impressionable women to make the dumbest decisions possible, I swear.
Girl, you are 18. Freshly 18. Do you have a job? No, you don't. Do you have a car? No, you don't. then why are you expecting something extraordinary from the same 18-year-old boy? And I lost him. I lost him because I wanted something more, but I already had everything. No guy in my life made me so happy. Just childlike happy. And I felt adored. But I was searching for those bullet point things that he should have done, but he never did it. So yeah, I just want to warn some girls out there, please never settle for someone who doesn't want you. But be smart about it.
This is what happens when you brainwash a woman into thinking that she's entitled to more than she actually is.
Because women, they were not educated for
So oppressed, exactly what I thought you were going to say.
They were not allowed to have a job. They were not allowed to do anything without a man's permission. Nobody will listen to you if you're a woman 100 years ago.
I don't really agree with that, but...
Why not?
Well, I don't think women just never spoke, not that cut and dry, but they had a secondary role. They didn't have a primary role in social conversations or politics, which is the way that it should be. It's not that they should have duct tape on their mouth, and it's not like we should live like Muslims, but Christian societies where women take a secondary role seem to be better.
Women were not slaves to men 100 years ago. That notion is completely ridiculous. In fact, we have so many women these days who are wishing we could go back to 100 years ago, where the man could go out there, earn the income for the entire family, come home and take care of the wife in that way. Now, these women have to work their 9 to 5s until they're, ready to go into retirement, and oftentimes they actually won't make it, really.
I mean, look at it right now. The last, 80 years, we've given women the same equal voice as men, and they're doing worse than they've ever done. They're less happy, they're having less children later. They are confused because the state tells them that they need to have jobs and be boss babes, and then by the time they're 35, they're childless, and they're single, and they've had with a bunch of dudes, and nobody wants them. Or they're single moms, and it's because they were told to pursue a career rather than the actual natural proclivities that women are born with, which is to be nurturers and mothers and things of that nature. It's not like it should be against the law for women to work, but I think that if the natural roles of men and women were incentivized from the highest levels down, people would be a lot happier.
Modern women are absolutely miserable nowadays, but they will still call it empowerment anyway.
What going on here? That's hers.
And if you ask her what the deal is, she will insist that she needs all of that makeup for whatever reason.
Can I get the number? You mind me asking again?
I'm with my man right now.
Huh?
You gonna say anything? No. Really? You don't? Nothing.
You sure you don't want my number? No.
Can I get his number?
No, I want yours.
You want my number?
Yeah, I want your number.
Really?
She's trying to shame him right now, and it's actually just incredibly messed up.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good.
You said this is your brother?
No, it's my man.
Oh.
You're not gonna say nothing. You're fine if I give him my number.
I don't see
Yeah, sure.
She made her choice, and her man immediately knew that the relationship was over right then and there. Make sure you click on one of the videos on screen now to watch more if you liked today's video. Don't forget to take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.